Hello, Jake.
Hi, John.
Today I will ask you some questions about yourself.
Okay.
You're a
I'm ready.
student, right?
Yes, I'm ready.
And what kind of subjects are you studying?
I'm studying English at here.
And how about at your regular school?
In my regular school, I like English the most.
Why?
English is an interesting subject that I can learn some new culture and new words that I didn't know before.
Wow, that's interesting. And do you have any friends at school?
Yes, I do have some, but not that kind of best friend, just like a normal friend that we play together with.
Can you describe one of your friends to me?
Okay. His name is Hung. He's not very tall, but he's very smart on math. He always helps me do my math homework when I get trouble and I can do it.
Good. What do you do to stay healthy?
I eat healthy food like vegetable and I do exercise with my friends.
What kind of exercise do you like?
I like badminton and marathon,
Marathon?
but I can run well.
What is marathon?
A run that's very long.
You like to run a long distance?
Yes, but I can run very long.
Maybe you will get better over time as you practice. Do you think it's important for children to be active?
Yes, I think it is. Being active can help you improve your health and may help you live longer.
That's important. Let's talk about the weather. What kind of weather do you like the best?
The weather I like the best is sunny.
Why?
Sunny weather helps me feel happy and it improves my feeling.
And have you noticed any changes in the weather in Hanoi recently?
Yes, it's getting cold and the night comes faster and the day lasts shorter.
Why does that happen?
It's like the earth spinning around the sun and the moon. That's like a pattern that I can describe very well.
Do we divide the year into different parts?
Yes, it is divided into 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and winter.
And what do you like about winter?
What I like about winter is I like about winter. What I like about winter is maybe the coldness.
You like the cold?
Yes,
Why?
it's the only cold. It's the cold that I can only feel once a year and give me special feeling about my home and give me some memories about my house.
That's very interesting. Now let's talk about a different topic. In this topic, you will have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes,
Okay,
and you will have 1 minute to prepare.
okay, thank you.
So in this topic, you have to describe a building that you like. You can use this paper to write notes, and the topic is, so you have to choose a building. It can be a famous building like a museum or monument, or it can be a school or restaurant, or it can even be your home. Any
Okay.
building that you are familiar with, you should say where the building is, what the
Okay.
building looks like, and what the building is used for. You should also say why you like this building.
Okay.
And let me start the timer. You can go ahead and prepare for 1 minute. Jake. So that's 1 minute. When you speak, you have to speak for at least 1 minute, up to 2 minutes. After 1 minute, I will put the pen on the notebook so that you know that it's okay to stop. Alright? If you go over 2 minutes, then I will stop you. Okay, go ahead.
My favorite building in the whole world is my home. It's a very warm home where I can rest and do my homework and do many of my activities. It's on Batfoot Street. It is a very small building with only 3 floors, but each floor has its special. The first floor we use for gardening, for the guests who visit our home, and for my sport activities. The second floor is where we eat, where we sleep. The kitchen is very beautiful with many modern equipment like electricity stove. The first floor is where my bedroom is. It's not very big, but it's enough for a person like me because I don't do much. And there's also my grandpa's bedroom there. His room is bigger than mine a lot. He has many modern equipment like computers, phones, and even a big television. I like my home because it's a special building. It's only one and only. It's the one and only I can have in my life. It stores many of my memories.
Very good. That makes me feel nostalgic. In part 3, we will talk about traditional buildings and modern buildings. Do you think it's important for the government to preserve traditional buildings, or should they spend the money on essential services such as hospitals and schools?
I think they shouldn't destroy the traditional buildings. It's the beautiful of our country was built by our very great grandfather. It has many memories from the past, like the war Vietnam win French, the time we established our countries and the improvement in our country. They don't need more hospital now because there are a lot in Hanoi, and the services isn't as important as the traditional of our country.
What are some differences between traditional buildings and modern buildings?
A traditional building may not look as beautiful as a modern building is, but it is the past of our country. A modern building may look very beautiful, may have a lot of floors, a lot of equipment, but it can compare to a traditional building.
Interesting. I think some traditional buildings look more beautiful than some modern buildings, but that's just my opinion. Many people like living in modern buildings. Why do you think that is?
It's comfortable to live in a modern building. That's when you need. You don't need to go outside much. That's when you live in a traditional building.
And what do you think the home of the future will look like?
Firstly, I think it will be very tall, very beautiful, and very modern. They will have all the equipment they need, and they don't need to go outside anymore.
How about getting food and things like that?
They can order to their home.
Will people just stay at home all the time in the future?
Yes, I think so. When climate change is getting on.
Okay, thank you, Jake. Very good. Your answers are very